Hi, I'm Irie, and this is Reminisce with This. Take a little time out of your day to reminisce with me on some toys, collectibles, trading cards, things that will kind of help you and me connect. This is a journey that has been one in the making. I've had my YouTube channel up since 2016. So it's been about a little bit of time that I've had it, but I just haven't done anything with it. I've had this idea for quite some time, and with the popularity of toy reviews, unboxings, and so forth, I just didn't think that I had anything to offer. But as time grew and my collection grew, I felt, why not? Even if I just reminisce with a couple people and talk to a couple people here and there, then why not? I think that as long as it's bringing me joy, and if I can share a little bit of my joy with you, then I would absolutely love to sit here and just share that. I have been an avid toy collector since I was a child. I'm in my 30s now, and that hasn't changed. I still have a fascination with all different types of toys, collectibles, trading cards, things that just give me a little bit of a simpler time where I can kind of take a moment out of this, the seriousness of how life can be. You get so caught up on the routine that you kind of forget how to be in a state of childhood-like mentality where you watch a movie or you kind of reminisce with a part of your childhood. And as we get older, we forget to be able to be childlike. Not saying that we're children, but it brings up that imagination and the things that, we kind of, I feel like we grow up from, but we don't always have to. And, not saying that's a bad thing for everybody, but for myself, when I'm able to sit and open toys and just sit and be present in that moment, the seriousness of the world can kind of just fade away for a little bit, where I can enjoy, in a way, being a kid again. And I will be goofy, I will make jokes and all kinds of things like that, where it just gives me a sense of comfortability of expressing myself without judgment. And that's not something we get to do often. So that's why I'm starting up my YouTube channel. It is just a moment to kind of sit here for a few minutes and show, hey, it's okay to take a minute or two, watch a few videos about toys, and go on with your day. Or if you want to continue watching, awesome. Thank you for taking the time today and starting this journey with me. I am going to be starting an unboxing. I will admit I quite honestly talked quite mad shit about this particular item that I'm going to unbox. I'm going to unbox a couple from this set today, but I have fallen in love with the Labubu's on this particular set, the colorations and so forth. That's something that I fancy. I have a weird fascination with plushies and stuffed animals, and I thought that at first that these things were the most ridiculous thing, but over time they did grow on me, so I decided to cop a set and unbox a couple here with you today and see what we get. I know that there is the full set, so the chances of me getting a secret are slim to none, and that's not what I'm really looking for. Anything that I do open here on camera, or the trading cards that we'll be doing, the unpacking and stuff like that, I'm not looking to sell or trade or do anything of that nature, because that's not really what I'm aiming for. It's just more of things to add to my collection and to share a little bit of this journey with you guys. So with that being said, let's get into this. I'm super excited, honestly. This is something that I have been looking forward to since I got it a couple weeks ago, and I'm just really stoked to share this moment here. So I'm going to pick at random here, and we're gonna go with the middle one. This is the first one. All right, now I have never opened one like this. I've done some of the blind boxes before, but I've never really done one of these. So here's my first one with ya. So I like the bag. That's kind of dope, the little rainbow banding. So with that, let's see which one I got. I don't know the names of any of them or anything like that. Like I said, this is not something that I have really looked far too into. I kind of wasn't fully interested in it, so I didn't learn any of the names. I just think the colorations of this particular set is something that I really do enjoy. So with my first one, here is this one. Ooh. This is super cute. Now, I have seen a bunch of these already online. I've seen like the whole sets and everything. So I'm not unfamiliar with what the colorations are going to be or anything like that. But it's still exciting nonetheless. And again, I'm excited to share this with you. I think they're quite honestly pretty sick now that I have one in hand. I've never really seen these with friend groups or things like that. But I do like this glitter eyes that they have. That's something that's definitely standing out to me. The color combinations are super like adorable. You know, they're interesting. Like I said, they'll probably take a little bit more time to fully grow on me, but I do appreciate the colorations and the aesthetic themselves. So that's awesome for that one. Cool beans. And I'll do the bottom right corner, and we'll see which one we get in this. Now, again, this is something that's new to me, so bear with me here as I navigate through this journey of unboxing and, you know, figure reviews, because I gotta find my niche. And, you know, I have watched so many reviewers, so you might hear or see things that I've been influenced by the people that I appreciate and I admire in the collection communities, because there are some people that really do lead with their heart, and that's kind of what I'm trying to portray myself, is I want to be the most authentic version of me, and I don't want to ever give up a facade of the type of collector that I am. I just want to be authentic, so that way I'm sharing a little bit of joy with those on the other side. So with that being said, here is number 2 out of the unboxing that I'll be doing today, and let's see which one we got. Alrighty, gotta untie this. Ooh, I can already see. It's the blue one, and this is probably my favorite out of the coloration combos. I am a sucker for the blues and this kind of like a little bit of hint of darker blue with the very more of the lighter blue. That's something that I really do dig a lot. That is awesome. And honestly, when it comes to my fashion sense, I am very color coordinated. So having these will be a little bit more of something I can add to my outfits and things like that, just for the color combinations. So I really do enjoy these though, as I'm like actually having them in hand, being able to feel them and see that they are quite artistically put together. Like I said, I talked mad shit about them prior, and I can't say that I'm perfect by any means. And, you know, they grew on me. I gotta say it, you know, and I'm honestly quite excited to have these in hand. With that being said, though, that is the end of those 2 unboxings. That is what I'm going to do today, so thank you for taking the time. I know it's a little bit of a lengthy video, but I appreciate you for taking just a little moment out of your day to sit and reminisce with me just a little bit and kind of get to know who I am, what is to come, and I really appreciate the time. So with that being said, I'll see you on the next one.